renovated house. Yes, I don't know if you remember, this house is 17 years old. Pero now we renovated it to make it look all white. Because during the pandemic, when I couldn't go to work, we built a house down the street and then we used this as our studio. Is my queen here? Is Korina here now? Let's see.
At taka-mask, meron akong dalang antigen. Hello everybody! Okay, nag-antigen na ba kayong lahat? Yeah. Okay, very good. Ayoko magkasakit. Ito na yung ating mahiwagang silya, maayos.
Correct.
Better.
Kasi nilagyan ng cushion.
Yes, better.
Correct.
It's more comfortable.
Korina, welcome to my house again.
Again! I love the all white.
Oh, diba? No, yeah, because during COVID, there was no work. So I used this as my studio because I got into TikTok, podcasts, ano pong ginawa ko? YouTube.
So this is the house where you really used to live for how many years?
We lived here for 17 years.
Wow!
No, 16 pala.
16 years. So syempre magsasawa ka na nga naman.
It's not that, but it became so public kasi I wasn't so... And this is really the house I was alone. When Crystal left and Cork left, I was alone. So I feel this house is mine. And when I married Hayden and Scarlett, parang walang space si Hayden.
Right.
I couldn't move my closet or anything to accommodate his clothes. So, you know, he decided to build a house down the street para naman meron na siyang sarili niyang space. Because every day, for how long were we together? Siguro mga 4 years, he would go back to his apartment, get his clothes every 3 days. Kasi,
So, the reason why nagpagawa kayo ng bagong bahay is talagang parang yun na ang inyong
this is our private
oasis.
Diba? Today is one of my favorite episodes because we are going to raid a closet. Not mine, but my husband's closet. Say hi, Dan. I could visit
Hello, everyone.
Do you believe na the more closet space you give your man, the more you love him?
No naman, because I didn't give Hayden closet space, but I love him naman.
Okay.
It's just that I need to know, like now I'm so lost. I always say, I don't have clothes. Kasi when it's scattered, your shoes are scattered, I don't know what to do. So I'm still trying to figure out a way. Ikaw, marami ka bang closet space sa bahay?
Wala,
no?
forever naka-Tupperware ang mga gamit ko. Okay, so this is now your studio. And when I look at everything, at kapag narinig ko na yung kwento mo, mula nung pagkabata mo, parang medyo na-shock ako na meron palang hugot ang buhay ni Vicky Bello. Of course, we've talked about this, but di ba, iba yung perspective pagka 10 years later, a Scarlett and a Hayden later, a house later. From your childhood, bakit Spanish ang salita mo nung bata ka?
Parents ko, they wanted me talaga to learn Spanish. Gusto nila na marunong ako Espanyol. So they made an agreement na from the age, since I was born, I only speak Spanish. 0.
Wow.
English, 0. Well, the Tagalog was from my helpers. Bisaya man.
Okay.
I'm from Cebu. I was born in Cebu. And my dad's from Capiz, right? So so it was only Ilonggo and Cebuano that I would hear.
Okay.
So when I went to Assumption for kindergarten, I couldn't speak English. So they had a very hard time with me.
So hanggang ngayon?
So bigla na lang, from all Spanish to all English. So I forgot all my Spanish, but I can remember, you know, talagang if you teach your children, I heard you're teaching them French.
I'm trying to teach them French kasi puro Ilonggo, I feel marginalized.
Okay.
Yes, because everybody in our home, from the gardener to the lola, lahat negrense. Pepe, what are we going to read now?
Mga buhat ka ng dako-dako ginabot. Ang tinana buhok. Mabunggo. Masakit din ang ulo mo. Mabunggo ka din.
Mabunggo ka din. When I get home, wala, puro Ilonggo na sila. Kailangan ko ng translator. A little. Oo, jutay man.
Kamay lang, jutay. Ay, ang pati.
Oh. So, tinuturuan ko sila mag-Pranses, Vicky, pero yung Pranses nila,
Ilonggo.
Ilonggo accent pa rin. Yung kanilang jitim.
Jitim, good.
Oo, 𝗓𝗏𝗏.
They're the cutest. I love watching them. Good vibes lang talaga.
Well, Vicky is very open about the adoption thing, right?
Yes, I
So,
am.
from your perspective now, how would you relay that story?
Kwento is, I was born a Cancho. I was the 5th child in a family. There were 3 girls, 1 boy, and then me. And my Bello mom is a sister of my Cancho mom. And they couldn't have kids. They were married for 9 years with no children. My Cancho mom got pregnant every 10 months, 11 months. So I always have Irish twins. Like my older brother and I, for 1 month, are the same age. And my younger brother, si Billy, pareho rin kaming age. So I think my Bello mom told my Cancho mom, can you just give us a baby, please? Kasi moda yata dati yun na pag babae, bibigay namin sa'yo. Pero pag lalaki, ikikip namin. O so anong tinuro sa akin nun? Feeling ko, pag babae ka, hindi ka ganun
Ka-importante.
precious, di ba? Importante. Of course, so I have it in my head to really always be very competitive with boys. I think part of it is trying to show off that, hey, girls are as good as boys, and we know that, right?
Correct, correct,
So,
correct.
that's my one thing.
Right.
Number 2, I think also, I felt very blessed to be adopted. Kasi yung kwento ng parents ko na Bello, they prayed so hard. Like, we prayed so hard to have our children next car. Well, I prayed very hard. Na we really wanted you, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. So, very okay. Kaya na nung pumasok na ako sa school, medyo binubuli ako ng ibang kids. Kasi my sister studied in the same school. So, the whole school knew I was adopted. And alam mo, sa likod ng bigla na may sasabi, ampun lang yan. Oo, hindi talaga Bello yan. Binigay lang yan.
Pero teka muna, Vicky, so ibig mong sabihin sabihin natin pinamigay ka. Pero napunta ka naman sa maganda, hindi ba?
Yes,
So you mean
definitely.
they were open to you that you were adopted?
Yeah, they told me from the very beginning. But in a storytelling way, I think yung tatay ko dapat sumulat ng libro on how to tell your child na adopted siya. Kasi he would always make it feel like it was so special. Diba? And I remember my mom telling me, alam mo, the only difference between giving birth to your child and an adopted child is one goes in your stomach, the other one goes in your heart. So gagamitin ko yun, di ba?
How
But it was
nice
always
naman.
something. Kaya lang in school, ginugulo ako, Korina, sinasabi nila, kaya ka naman adopted, pinamigay ka kasi pangit ka. Ha? Talaga. Tapos yung isa naman, hindi dahil pangit siya, kasi ang taba-taba. So you've known me, we've known each other for what?
Yeah, they called you Miss Porky something.
Yeah, Porky Pig. But in a way, pumasok ako sa isang occupation na papagandahin ko yung mga tao at papaseksihan ko yung mga tao para hindi na sila ma-bully or made to feel less than. Right. So yun ang akin. Kaya may hugot ang ko. Hindi siya, some people think, ang dami mong kinikita. Yaman-yaman ni Dr. Bello. Parang feeling nila pera yung Pero if you have a higher purpose, and my purpose was that everybody should be loved. Kasi pala, pag pangit ka, nalaman ko, pinamimigay ka lang. So,
yun ang naging mind.
So, ang feeling ko, papagandahin ko lahat.
Oo, mindset mo yun.
Yes. And then, nung teenager ako, ang dami kong tigyawat. Ano mo yung sinasabi nilang, may mukha kang, tigyawat na tinubuan ng mukha. Medyo ganun ang face ko. And ang dami kong pinuntahan na derma na wala talaga magawa for me. Laging kasi di ba, it's chronic, every week, meron ka na naman bago. So, doon ako nag-decide na maging derma. Di ba? Kung maganda ang skin ko, baka iba yung ko. Pero I always wanted to be a doctor.
Because your adoptive father was a doctor.
No, my dad's a lawyer.
Oh, lawyer!
But he was from UP and he was pre-med. And then he changed to law when he won a debate in school. Yung tatay ko kasi napakagaling, valedictorian, bar top-notcher. Parang, di ba, you have someone like, and then he's from Harvard. So talagang, but he always told me, I regret so much becoming a lawyer. So I said, I will not make the same mistake, Daddy. I will become a doctor. I was thinking pa, 𝗵𝗵𝗴𝗵𝗲, ganun. And then, because of the skin problem, I decided, doon ako nagre-research. Nakaupo ako doon, 12 years old, sa clinic ng derma ko. Tapos titingnan ko yung plastic flowers. Ay, nako, pag may clinic ako, fresh. Ay, mga punit-punit na magazine. Nako, pag ako may clinic na, bagong magazines. Alam mo yon. And then by appointment, kasi inis na inis ako, that I had to wait for 2 hours, 3 hours every time I would go. Sabi ko, such a waste of time. You know, we don't want to waste time, di ba? Our time is precious. You can't buy more of it. So sabi ko, at least in the clinic, I will try na by appointment, but there's no unnecessary waiting.
We kind of jumped to how she is today. I mean, the perfection that her life is today, but there's so much more. Let's talk about love. Love, pag-ibig. Sa mata ni Dr. 𝗵𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗲, right? You love this topic, come on. You love it.
This portion is brought to you.
Net 25 followers. Gusto mo ba ng libreng ticket sa biggest OPM event ng 2025? Ito na ang pagkakataon mo para makasama ang iyong favorite OPM idols. Spot the Pure Gold OPM logo and be selected to receive 3 free tickets to Pure Gold OPM Con 2025 sa Philippine Arena. Tutok lang sa mga programang ito sa Net 25 live streams on Facebook or YouTube. I-screenshot agad pag nakita mo ang Pure Gold OPM Con 2025 logo sa screen. At para makasali, isend ang 2 screenshots sa Net 25 Entertainment Facebook page. Pwede kang makatanggap ng 3 free tickets. Kaya isama na ang tropa o kapamilya para mag-enjoy. Kita-kits sa Philippine Arena!
Start with the best. 𝗦𝗸𝗆 University, where we guide every individual to their natural state of excellence. Enroll now, because 𝗦𝗸𝗆 University awaits the future we can build together.
How can we store energy? In batteries for a start. Another option, pumping water up a mountainside. When it flows back down, it spins a turbine, turning stored energy into electricity. Then there's hydrogen storage. But we're going to take a look at something completely new. All this and more on DW Science Show. Welcome to Tomorrow Today.
In today's episode of Online Business, we talk about the topic that affects every digital entrepreneur, tax compliance. Get clarity and be compliant as we uncover your frequently asked questions about registration, tax brackets, penalties, and more.
Kung maliit kayo, don't worry because wala naman kayong babayaran. Marami po kayong kasamahan na online sellers na napakalalaki. In fact, a billion of sales. Nandito po ang BIR para gabayan, maging compliant po ang lahat sa kanilang tungkulin sa pagbabayad ng buwis.
Online Business on Open for Business with Cesar Vallejos. Sunday, 9 p.m.
Sa Net 25.
Let's talk about love. Love, pag-ibig. Sa mata ni Dr. 𝗵𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗲𝗏, right? You love this topic, come on. When did love start for you? I mean, look, kung ang tingin mo sa sarili mo nung bata ka ay hindi ka maganda. So paano yun during adolescence, nung teenager ka, syempre?
In fairness, ang haba ng hair ko, marami naman nagko-court. No, pero
I
personally,
told you.
hindi mo na-feel sa loob. Pero pala, yung mga, I was saying in UP, I was always so conscious of being fat. Have you ever been fat?
Always?
No, hello, you're so
Yes,
thin.
yes,
Anyway, when you're
kami.
fat, you're so obsessed with being fat. And in my mind, I was fat, but pala I wasn't fat. Because I was 100 pounds when I was 7 years old, right? And so my dad stopped me from eating rice. Hindi na po ako nagra-rice, hindi ako nagsa-soft drinks. So I don't eat rice since I was 7. Tapos, naging 108 ako. In my mind, fat pa. Kasi in your mind, fat ka. Pero pala, in reality, sexy pala ako. Hindi ko alam. Anyway, at saka dami kong tigyawat. I was very aware. My hair is so sanay to be like this because I'm always hiding. Pero the guys at that time, parang they didn't naman care. At saka yung panahon namin, I don't know about you, Korina, but in my time, for every girl, mga 5 boys ang ratio.
What?
Oh, there's always like so many guys. Kulang ang girls.
Okay.
So, ang dami mong suitor. So, meron naman ako. Kasi charming ako. Ganyan, nadadaan. Pero, ang hindi ko alam, I was studying kasi in UP. Tapos, I used to go to Broadcast City kasi may secret ako. I was an 𝗷𝗍𝗲𝗲 dancer.
No!
So ngayon,
Totoo?
that's super, nobody knew. Kasi at that time, I was dancing for the 𝗗𝗲𝗏 show. So I was
Teka muna,
dancing, nasa background ako, background.
Sandali lang. Hindi natin alam ito.
Oo, talaga, secret life ko.
Naging background dancer ni Vilma
Yung mga
Santos,
gumaganon,
si Vicky
pag may
Bello.
kumakanta-kanta, pero secret life ko yon. My parents didn't know.
No!
Nobody knew. Kasi di ba, if you tell people, they'll say you're so baduy. What are you doing
Paano ka
dancing?
lalabas sa TV, background dancer,
kasi-
kaya hindi ka makikita ng nanay at tatay
Dahil
mo?
ako, walang ka-makeup normally. Hindi ako nag-makeup until I got married. Kasi for my career. But before not. And when you dance for TV, false lashes so big, hair this big, I really didn't look like myself. So, na-meet ko naman tong Atom na to. But this is a cute story about Atom. So, si Atom, kapatid yan ni Ronnie Henares, na boyfriend ni Vilma Santos noon. Pero hindi pa sila mag-boyfriend. Anyway, kinu-court pa ni Ronnie. Si Atom yung manager. So ngayon, I was dancing for Vilma. Bigla na lang one day, I see Ronnie and Atom come in. Hindi nila alam ni Atom, hindi pa kami mag-boyfriend. Nag-ano lang, we're just dating. Pumasok siya, nandiyan yung guy na dinidate ko. Sabi niya, anong gagawin ko? Sabi niya, magtago ka muna. Sabi ko, okay, tatago ako. So pumunta ako doon sa dressing room, dinaanan ko si Atom. Narinig ko, she's cute, ha? So type na niya ako kahit nakaganon ako. Pero hindi niya ako nakilala. So pumunta ako sa loob ng banyo, umupo na lang ako doon hanggang time for me to dance. Dumating si Ronnie, knock, 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 I need the toilet. So sabi ko, paano na lang to? Makikita. So cover my hair, cover my face. Nag-open ako ng door, dumaan ako. Pagdaan ko, she's really cute, sabi ni Atom. Yung sumasayaw kami ni Jojo, yung may step palagi ang 𝗷𝗍𝗲𝗲 kasi naggumaganon. Tapos gaganon yung hair mo, biglang ganyan. Tapos sabi niya, so nanonood siya the whole time, Then nung gumanon ako, sabi niya, gumanon siya, nakilala ko. So after, he's the only one who knew I was dancing in 𝗷𝗍𝗲𝗲. I didn't know.
Okay.
I said, please don't tell my mom. Please don't tell anybody. So nobody ever knew. Yun.
What a story. What a
Pero he
revelation.
finds me very cute, si Atom. Gusto niya kasi yung not normal.
Correct.
So may pagka-abno.
So nagtagal naman kayo ni Atom.
Ni Atom Henares. Yes, actually we were married for 11 years.
Wow.
And we were dating for 4, so 15 years. But now,
Yes.
yeah, Hayden and I are 17, so.
Wow, Atom and Hayden best friends.
Kinda, yeah. Because Atom always, Hayden's very techy, so he needs help all the time with his computer stuff. Atom naman, and then Hayden naman loves paintings. It's his new passion. And cars. So yeah, they're always talking. So it's
Ayun.
cute.
Nakilala ko si Vicky. Nagsisimula pa lang ang belo yata nun or something. You're celebrating your 30 what?
32nd anniversary.
32nd.
32 years and more. Congratulations, fellow.
So that's about the start of my career, about 32 years ago.
Really?
Right.
Also,
So,
girl, I remember you. Ibubuko ko na to, Weather Girl. Weather Girl sa show ni Mers Henares. That's our background because Mers was a close friend, of course. We're sisters-in-law. And then I would watch her and you were the Weather Girl. You're so pretty. And so, sabi ko, this girl should go places kasi hindi bagay pang weather lang. And you did.
paano ba kayo nagkakilala ni Hayden?
We met in a beauty contest. We were both judges in UST for Mr. and Miss UST. And then when he passed by, of course, I'm the older one, so I was the, head, chairman of the board. Dumaan siya, sabi ko sa best friend ko, kasi dala ko si Lian, you cute ah. Sabi ko, ano kaya to? Akala ko naman may specialty na. Hindi pala. intern lang, president daw siya ng Intern Association ng Makati Medical. So sabi ko, ay, para kay Crystal. So doon nag-umpisa, may chismis kasi that he was dating Crystal. He wasn't dating Crystal first. The mother of Crystal just wanted him to date Crystal para I'll have a doctor son-in-law. Kasi wala akong child na doctor.
Okay.
Tapos, si Crystal naman may boyfriend na napaka-faithful ni Crystal. Sabi niya, Mommy, he's cute, but I have a boyfriend. O, di ba? Parang nanay niya napaka-faithful. So, so sabi ko, okay. So, he would come to the clinic, visit me kasi gusto raw niya maging cosmetic surgeon. So, he would come to observe, but then he'll bring me CD, chocolate. Ako naman parang, ano to? But you know, it was really one of those things. I would never, we were just friends for a long, long time. And then voila, something happened. So,
Oo nga, di ba? Parang, well, again, you know this, alam naman ng lahat, the age gap. At that time,
Was so big.
Was so big. Saan ang unan yung date? Paano
Ayun,
kanya tinanong? Hindi ka ba na-shock?
ganito ang nangyari. Actually, hindi ko, crush ko siya talaga. Pero siya with me, parang I didn't understand. So he'd come to the office every day, bring me a novel. Lagi yung may dalang chocolate na maliit na bar or flower na isa. Yung ganong type. So hindi ko alam, he was just being thoughtful, which I thought he was. Anyway, so I was thinking, it never occurred to me na may romance kasi ang laki ng gap. One time we went to Tsukiji and we ate lunch. And I was sitting here, normally we sit across each other. And then this time he sat beside me. So nakaupo siya doon. Then bigla na lang, may mga actions sa ilalim ng table. Yung parang ginagano ng pa ako. Tapos, parang he was playing footsie. So ako naman tingin ng tingin kasi hindi ko alam. Kasi he never sits beside me, he's always in front.
Style
so
talaga ni
tinignan
Hayden, no? Marami nang gagaya sa kanya.
Ay, nako, tinitingnan ko, sabi ko, kasi malaki siya eh. And to this day, he tells me, he didn't really mean it daw. Matangkad lang kasi siya. So hindi, there's not enough space.
How many years apart?
23.
23 years. Okay. So stuff Hollywood is made of. Pero dito sa Pilipinas, wala.
Sobrang
How did you handle it? I mean, eto, merong lumiligaw sa'yo na napakabatang pogi na single.
You know, Korina, I don't know, but my life is full of like that, diba? I'm always controversial without meaning to be.
Right.
So when I first came to dermatology, it was so controversial because I was doing lasers and people were saying lasers will burn your brain. I was injecting Botox, first one to bring Botox in. You are putting toxin, you will kill the people, diba? Yung mga ganun. So nasanay na rin ako na hindi ko sila pinapakialaman kung anong iniisip nila kasi I can never please them anyway. With this naman, we really got along because I've always wanted to be with a doctor. It's nice to talk about medical stuff, and nobody else can talk about it with me except another doctor. Plus, he was guwapo. Ang sarap na when I see him, kilig pa rin ako. To this day, 17 years later, when I see him, parang, ang guwapo-guwapo naman dito. So but I never thought it would be serious.
Pero at one point, feeling nyo ba kailangan yung magtago o isikreto?
We were really hiding and we were so happy for about a year and a half. Walang may alam. So we'd go out naman, but I wasn't really announcing. And then 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 saw us in an event. And nilagay ako sa TV Patrol mo.
Okay.
Dr. 𝗗𝗶𝗏𝗏𝗏 is dating a doctor na young, ganyan. Si Mario talaga.
Mario talaga.
So nung na-announce na, di tinuloy na namin kasi na-announce na. Pero actually, it was the worst thing. I mean, doon nawala si Hayden. He changed. He really changed.
Bakit you said no the first time he asked you to marry him?
No, I never said no. He was planning to propose to me in Morocco. And what he told me is he told you, and he told Georgie, and I don't know, Pepito Albert yata to make me a dress kasi surprise.
Okay.
Well, of course, sinurprise ko siya. Kasi hindi ko alam na may ganun. So one day, I tell him, I had to give a talk in Texas on December 8. And the thing was supposed to be December 5 to 10. Sabi niya, ha? I said, yeah, I have to give a talk to the nurses in Texas December 8. why? I said, if you don't have to go, I'm just telling you, you don't have to go if you don't want to. No, I'll go. When we got there pala, propose siya sa Texas. So, nag-give ako ng talk, and then after that, we went to the aquarium because he wanted to see a Bengal tiger. Ako naman, how can you see a Bengal tiger in the aquarium? But there were pala talaga Bengal tigers in the aquarium. Anyway, after the Bengal tiger, we sat down, bigla na lang, splash in the water sa malaking tank ng aquarium. And then there were girls, sabi niya, ang sexy ng girls. O, di piko naman ako. Parang sexy na naman. Pagtingin ko, nakahawak ng sign. Vicky, will you marry me? I love you. Will you marry me, Hayden? Yung girls were holding the scuba diving tank. And then when I looked at him, wala na siya dito, nandito na siya. Eh, of course, ang dami namin pinagdaanan. I didn't trust him. Parang what kind of marriage? Number one, ang laki ng gap. Number two, he's so attractive to so many people. Alam niyo, when I go to the banyo for 5 minutes, pagbalik ko, may young girls, may older girls, may same age girl. Ang dami talaga diba? And then mahina pa siya sa temptation. So sabi ko, if I ever marry this guy. But it was so public and there were so many people. So he said, will you marry me? Ganyan. And I said, yes, I guess. But I said, I really just postponed it for a long time.
And when it finally happened, oh my, talagang wala na yatang kakabog sa wedding na yon. I mean, who gets married in that place?
Palais Garnier.
I know.
No, I really have to give it all to Hayden because he planned everything. I think Hayden, the thing about him that I love is everything is special. He will never do ordinary. Diba? So even his proposal, the wedding, we wanted to get married in Paris kasi yun talaga ang favorite city namin. Pero hanap kami ng hotel, parang ang papangit, mas maganda mga hotel dito. And maliliit. Dinaanan namin yung Palais Garnier. And then I said, what's that? Can we get married there? And he said, I think that's the opera house. So we engaged Javi, but it's a government building, and you know the French, they don't care to make money or anything. So nobody wanted to give us permission. Pero hindi talaga tinigilan ni Hayden.
It is the most beautiful I've ever seen. So Vicky, sa lahat ng pinagdaanan mo mula pagkabata hanggang dyan at that point in the opera house, extraordinary people do not lead ordinary lives. Yan lang ang masasabi ko. So let's next talk about something extraordinary that happens to a lot but not to all. You had cancer.
Exclusive giveaway alert para sa mga solid Net25 followers. Gusto mo ba ng libreng ticket sa biggest OPM event ng 2025? Ito na ang pagkakataon mo para makasama ang iyong favorite OPM idols. Spot the Pure Gold OPM logo and be selected to receive 3 free tickets to Pure Gold OPM Con 2025 sa Philippine Arena. Tutok lang sa mga programang ito sa Net25 live streams on Facebook or YouTube. I-screenshot agad pag nakita mo ang Pure Gold OPM Con 2025 logo sa screen. At para makasali, isend ang 2 screenshots sa Net25 Entertainment Facebook page. Pwede kang makatanggap ng 3 free tickets. Kaya isama na ang tropa o kapamilya para mag-enjoy. Kita-kits sa Philippine Arena.
Sa kasulukuyang henerasyon, marami na ang nag-viral. Dahil po yan sa kanilang ginagawang pagtulong sa kapwa. Pero mas marami ang tumutulong kahit walang nakakakita. Kaya naman kung ikaw ay may kilala na grupo o individual na may natatanging pagresponde sa lipunan at maging sa kalikasan, mag-text lamang sa 0915-415-1035 o mag-email sa responde@net25.com at magpadala ng mensahe sa ating Facebook page at Net25TV. Baka kayo na ang susunod nating Certified Key Responder.
Let's net together sa Net25. Sa Net25.
Good vibes ba ang hanap nyo? Umagang puno ng tawanan, kwentuhan at saya. From food to fun, DIY to life hacks,
We've got everything you love. Love, 𝗏𝗏, and everything. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. on Net 25.
Let's get together. Sa Net 25. Sa Net 25.
Hi, I'm Art.
And I'm PJ.
Tara, samahan niyo kami.
Listen to our school's podcast.
At pag-usapan natin ang mga issues na mahalaga para sa ating mga teenagers.
Let's create art together in... Dito lang sa Net 25.
Let's get together. Sa Net 25. Sa Net 25.
Matatag ang paninindigan. Matapang sa pagresponde. Matapat sa paglilingkod. Patikang tagapagbalita. Mata natin sa balitaan. Alex Santos kasama gabi-gabi sa Mata ng Agila Primetime.
Extraordinary people do not lead ordinary lives. Yan lang ang masasabi ko. So, let's talk about something extraordinary that happens to a lot but not to all. You had cancer.
Yes.
You had it.
Yes.
And I can't imagine having it all and then suddenly being given that news.
Actually, it happened. Well, for everybody, this is the first time I'm going to discuss it, and only because I trust you. And I think it's over. But, you know, I had cancer in 2016, and I was diagnosed with 3rd stage cancer of the breast. And I went to Europe and the States for treatment. So I kind of disappeared for about 1.5 to 2 years. In my daughter's wedding, Crystal, I was bald, completely bald. I was diagnosed, I think, January of the year. And then I went to Europe and I was told by them there that I was going to die. Don't bother to have chemo, don't bother, just fix your affairs, you're dead in 2 years. I went to New York Presbyterian, and they wouldn't give me anything. Then, you know, I said, so what are my chances? And they were very quiet. We'll try our best. That's when I knew how much Atom still loved me. He went with us talaga. I think that's when he and Hayden got close, because they were in every CT scan, PET scan, radiation thing. And then Crystal had her wedding on a certain date, so I had to have my chemo. My mom passed away. In the middle of having my chemo, I kept asking my mom, she's 89. I said, Mom, you have to stay with me because we're so close, like you are with your mom. I said, I need you talaga, please don't leave me. But she was saying, I'm so tired, Naiya. You know, I'm feeling sick. No, please stay with me. So on my second chemo, I was doing my chemo. In the middle of my chemo, they called me that my mom had collapsed and that she's in Makati Med. They couldn't revive her in 30 minutes. So I was there with the chemo and I said, hurry it up. Because I want to go to her and reach her and she's still warm. And then he said, if we hurry it up, you're dead because it's so toxic. And then I said, okay, then take it off, but then you'll have to do it all over again. I'm halfway, diba? Traumatic, but I think my mom passed away because Atom kept telling her, Vicky, she has to go to the States, but she won't leave because she wants to be near you. So after that, I went to the States and I did my radiation. It was so funny, pa. Actually, people don't know this, but I was being interviewed by CNN. And CNN, kasi when they interview you, they warn you like 5 months ahead of time. So I think they talked to me November, but the interview was in April, I think, or something. I totally forgot about them because, of course, there's so much more happening. Dapat first chemo pa, your hair's lagas na, but it didn't fall. So I said, oh, baka naman I was injecting with mga vitamin B and things for my hair. So I thought, baka, because, you know, maybe it's working. So when the interview happened, I had my chemo 2 days before. And you know, when you do chemo, you're green. You're basically green. You look so sick. I was feeling bloated and ugly. So while I was having my interview, hair was falling on the floor. And so I would look at my people and say, am I getting bald in front of CNN? Because while they're interviewing me, the hair was falling and it was plenty clumps, and then the helpers would come and make, bring it out with a walis, di ba? And they said, no, you're okay pa, you're okay pa. Anyway, I couldn't concentrate on the interview kasi of course, ang hirap noon, di ba? So they asked me a question. They said, what are your plans for the future? If you have cancer kasi wala kang plans, you just want to get well and you don't want to plan. I don't plan because I don't know if I'm going to be alive or not. And they told me pa I'm going to be dead. So, so I'm like, I couldn't answer. Korina, you know naman how I answer. Ang bilis, di ba? So I looked at them and they go, do you have plans for the future? I said, do you know Hayden and I have a baby? And Scarlett was 1. And they go, what? I didn't know what to say, di ba? Gusto ko yung attention mawala sa akin. I said, Hayden and I have a baby. Ibaba niyo nga si Scarlett. That's why na-announce. And because we weren't planning to say anything. I mean, if people find out, they find out. But what's this announcement? Parang, who are we? We're just doctors. Then I had to call Hayden to apologize because I didn't clear it with him.
To be told, sasabihin sa'yo na wala ka ng pag-asa, mamamatay ka na, tapos yung nanay mo, 89, namatay na rin, meron kang bagong baby, paano mo na-survive yun? Vicky, hindi namin naramdaman. Hindi kaming mga nakapaligid sa'yo, hindi namin naramdaman yung pinagdaanan mong napakahirap na yun.
Yeah. Well, talaga alam mo kayo, I think nakikita yung mga Instagram, kakalat niyo yung mga life namin perfect or mapakasaya, nagbabiyahe, nag-shopping, whatever, Korina. Everybody has their challenges. Wala talagang perfect buhay. So huwag kayong ma-depress pag nakita nyo ganun. Tapos yung life nyo, hindi pala, feeling nyo hindi ganun kaganda. Lagi nyo hanapin yung ganda sa buhay nyo.
Health is so
Health
important.
is wealth. So now that's really my thing. Health, like you and I. When you get older, na yun, di ba? Slow down a bit.
I'm already older.
You look so younger.
Thanks to Bello. I'm blown away by what you went through. So, anong secret? That you still look this fabulous, you are well. So, paano? Ano ang prayers, of course,
Prayers,
you say.
of course, family, love, support,
Yes.
right? And the #1 secret is Scarlett.
Scarlett, they're all near you. Why don't you say hi?
Can't beat that surprise. No, because I hope you enjoyed Kenya with me. And if
Kasi I really look at her, and I want to be with her. I don't want to leave her naman so young, di ba? So I kept praying, Lord, please give me time. So
Iyak
yun.
na rin ako kasi ganun din yung mga anak ko, ang liliit pa. Kaya all I can think of is how to live to be 120 years old.
Kaya natin yan.
Kaya natin yan.
Sabi nga ng patients ko, ikaw talaga, nung bata ka, wala kang pakialam about all these aging things kasi hindi mo pa dinaanan. But now that you're older, I know this is a lot of anti-wrinkling, how to keep your hair black.
Right.
So ganun, may keep it thick, di ba? So that kind of thing. Kawawa naman si Scarlett kung minsan na-pressure siya kasi 6 months pa lang, dinala ko na siya sa Maldives, Japan, Paris. Kasi in my mind, I want to be with her. When she does it, she's only 6 months, how can she? So ngayon, super enjoy ako. Thank you for doing this. Kasi 7 years old is a really good age.
It's such a privilege and an honor to be trusted with that story, Vicky.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing, and believe me, in this moment, you have inspired so many. I think it's important you tell that part of your life story. And since we're talking about how extraordinary the life of this unordinary person is, pag-usapan naman natin si Scarlett at yung dalawa niyang anak. Quark and Crystal. Tissue please. Tissue break. Tissue break. Pressure talaga ang magkaroon ng batang anak. Pareho tayo, Vicky.
I know, right?
I have to live to be 120. Sabay tayo dyan.
Well, sabi ni David Sinclair, humans should live till 150.
See?
Kaya na, we will break that.
We will break that. Aabutin natin yung finish line na yan. So, you mentioned about being a mom to Scarlett. And let's first talk about Crystal and Quark. Proud mama ka. Proud mama.
Super. Grabe, my kids. My son is living now in Singapore.
Is he? No wonder I'm not seeing
He's
him.
working with Amazon Prime as the head of
Wow.
Philippine content. O, di ba? I mean, I'm so happy that he found a way to make his passion, which is telling stories, being a director, come true. My daughter naman is coming home next month. I'm so excited, from Adelaide.
Yes.
With my 2 chickitings. I have Hunter, who's 4. My grandchildren, and Sienna, who's only 2, and she left. She was only 3 months.
You're the hottest lola ever.
Oh, di ba? Trying. I hope, but you know, I'm so excited talaga. Kasi I've been looking forward to being a lola for so long, and then these kids, I only have 2 days left. Buti na lang, I have Scarlett. Kasi kahit pa paano, meron pa rin bata sa bahay.
Anong pinaka-importante sa palagay mo na dapat mong iwan kay Scarlett?
For Scarlett, I just really want, alam mo, nung bata pa si Scarlett, talagang feeling namin ni Hayden, she was destined to be a leader. Kasi 1-year-old pa lang, influential. It's not like other kids of other stars na naging sikat yung mga bata because the parents are stars. In our case, si Scarlett nakatulong sa akin. Yung followers ko umakyat dahil anak ko siya, di ba?
Correct.
And siya talaga naging star and very smart. So we just need to make her heart good.
Long way to go, but as you said,
The values are inculcated at this age. Alam mo yan, Korina. So, di ba, maintain na lang.
Si Scarlett ba magmamana ng Belo?
Oh, cute niya. Ayaw na ayaw niya maging doktor. Sabi niya before. Gusto niya maging vet kasi she loves animals. She loves you because she loves dogs. Pero lately, I heard her the other day. She's so cute. She said, somebody asked her again, are you going to be a doctor? She goes, I really don't think I wanted to be a doctor. But who will lead Bello if I don't become a doctor?
If you see the 32nd anniversary party of Bello, nandun silang lahat. Ganda ni Ann Curtis. Ano ba ginagawa ni Ann? Maganda na siya.
Facial lang naman. One thing about Anne, she never touches really anything. She works hard. Yung katawan niya ngayon, mas sexy kasi before she gave birth. So she does soft wave, and she does the Renova for her facials. Derek naman, what does he do? Yeah, facial, I think maintenance is the key. You don't want to have to do the big facelift. At some point in time, if you just keep doing the little things. So it's so nice to be actually Bello because I see stars. I have Albert Martinez, Christopher De Leon, Richard Gomez from 32 years ago. And then I have the young baguettes now, like Francine Diaz. And so we have Andrea Brillantes for the young people. I know they're from different stations. Diba? So sabi ko, I can put all the people. And then Korina, you are there. You are really one of my...
Ako pinaka-baby sa lahat.
I'm so proud of you, the way you've kept yourself. I mean, you do a little with Bello, but a lot of it is really, you're just maintaining and taking care.
Sabi nila, mukha kang bata. Sabi ko, thank you, Bello.
Only Bello touches.
Diba? So, well, congratulations on 32 years. Wow, what a bash.
I'd be here, diba, 32 years. But I'm still excited. I still feel young.
Okay, what's the secret? Siyempre, tatanungin ko yun.
Passion, excitement. And all the machines and treatments of Bello, now it's going back the other direction. Lasers are still in, but now it's a lot of European treatments that are all skin quality, mas maganda ang balat, how to lose weight without surgery, mga ganon. So, pinag-aaralan ko talaga yon kasi I'll do it for me.
I know. But, kay Vicky Bello, talagang, parang Renaissance woman, right? Like, you have so many passions.
Yes.
You have many passions. We are witness to your passion for life in general. I mean, come on.
We're so
TikTok.
blessed to be here. Yes. Ano yun?
TikTok.
Hindi ikinahihiya ako ng iba, pero ako enjoy ako doon.
Alam mo sinasabi nila lahat? Well, wala kayong pakialam because she makes her own money the honest way and she looks good at her age. So if you don't want to watch, then don't watch. Guess what?
Thank you.
Milyon-milyon ang sumusunod pa rin sa TikTok niya. O anong magagawa niyo?
Shout out to TikTok and Instagram. TikTok is fascinating.
Mabilis
kasi
lang
di ba? And it keeps me,
lang.
alam mo, yung mga beauty queens, kasi nagja-judge ako ngayon ng mga maraming contest palagi. And all the time, yung mga beauty queens, sabi, Doktora, mag-TikTok tayo. They know me because of TikTok. I came from New York. Even on the street, I was walking with a mask, Young people, Doktora Bello, TikTok! What do you call it? Relevance.
Correct.
Without meaning to, actually. But I find TikTok really, you can educate people in a fun way. So that's what I try to do with skincare.
That's great. And talking about passion, marami pa kayong malalaman about what is the most meaningful to 𝗷𝗶𝗴𝗏. Dami, para kang sibuyas. Ang dami mong layers.
Oh, nakakahiya. Ay, nakakaiyak.
This portion is brought to you by 𝗗𝗏𝗶𝗴 Corporation. Absolutely rust-free. When a story starts with faith, it can only grow further and stronger. As time passes by, we learn about your story. In an institution of exceptional healthcare with genuine Christian compassion, we care about you. With a safe, secured, and sanitized environment, accompanied by a team of trusted healthcare professionals, we're built this way to serve you better. By providing affordable health services to general population, we want what's best for you. Because at New Era General Hospital, everyone matters. Every morning is a new story with Kada Umaga.
Your favorite morning show, ito po ang Kada Umaga.
Surprise performances, latest trends, expert hacks, and exciting games. Be ready to be part of the Kada Squad and enjoy your morning with Diana, Emma, and Pia. Kada Umaga, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon, only on Net 25.
Let's get together. Sa Net 25. Sa Net 25.
Tara na at samahan kami sa mga bago at exciting na episode ng Ito ang Tahanan. Lalo na ang masarap na pinagsasaluhan every week. Panibagong istorya at panibagong recipe na magbibigay saya sa inyong panlasa. Ano pa ang hinihintay ninyo? Dito lang yan sa Ito ang Tahanan. Tuwing Sabado at Linggo, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga sa Net 25.
Let's get together. Sa Net 25. Sa Net 25.
Get ready, kids! The ultimate fun learning adventure is back! Homework is back to make your school subjects super exciting! Fun learning is coming!
Sama-sama tayong mag-aral. Sama-sama tayong masayang gumawa ng homework.
Don't miss homework! Only on Net 25. Let's make learning fantastic!
Let's get together. Sa Net 25.
We head to the Architecture Biennale in Venice and ask, how can we adapt to the climate crisis? Plus, dance your way out of depression, and Brazil wouldn't be Brazil without samba.
Global Us.
Researchers say living with animals is good for our health and well-being. Others say that dirt, bites, stings and scratches endanger our health. So what's true? Let's find out what the experts have to say.
This portion is brought to you by J.A. Max Light Steel Frames, the first branded light steel frames. The only light steel frames with PS Mark. Protektado ka, walang kaba at duda.
And so we are now in the room of memories.
Parang museum naman
Parang
to.
museum, grabe, hindi. Pero alam nyo, yung mga lumang bagay na tinatago natin, yun yung mga bagay talaga ng kwento ng ating buhay, right?
Exactly, oo.
The
Lalo
things
na
that
when
matter
you've lived a long time.
We've lived as long as we have. Ang dami naming memorabilia. Pero may mga bagay talaga na malapit sa puso. So, Okay, let's first talk about this.
Ayan, yan ang wedding gown
Parang
ko.
naaalala ko ito.
5 years
ayan.
ago, di ba?
Was it only 5 years ago?
Yeah, it's our paper anniversary last September 2.
Wow.
So my dream was to have a dress by 𝗂𝗂𝗀. Ito naman yung aking pinakabagong gown.
ito naman yung
Ito
pinakabago sa lahat
naman,
ng
actually
bago.
this means more to me than my wedding gown, to be fair.
Okay, so
So,
ipaliwanag
I'm an
natin.
only child basically kasi yung parents ko na Belo, ako lang po yung anak. Actually, may deal sila sa parents ko na kansyo na just in case they had kids in their life, they had to return me.
Huh?
Yeah, so my dad was saying, ay nako, so much stress, so they adopted me legally para hindi na ako pwedeng ibalik-balik. But this is my mom's favorite duster. She was always playing, but you know my mom since I was a kid.
Tek muna, Vicky, kwento mo na dala-dala mo parati.
No, so it's always in my car. Kasi when I'm in my car, I miss them so much. So I hardly ever wash it. Siguro once a year para lang meron pa rin. And of course, my dad is also so important. Kaya ito naman yung kanyang barong. And they were asking me for Scarlett's favorite, first designer. Alam mo, I really like to dress up Scarlett kasi parang doll siya.
Oo, ang ganda.
But this dress, we don't have her dress anymore because
Parang
we keep
kasya sa
giving it
akin.
away. Akin naman yan, girl. But the
okay.
reason, it's hanging in my closet, but she's so cute, even at 2 years old. Lagi niya hinahanap tong dress na to kasi meron
because
daw.
may cartoons.
Meron daddy, mommy, at saka si Scarlett.
Yes.
So every time she enters the dressing room, mommy, she'll go around, parang hide and seek, looking for this dress. So I make it lipat-lipat para that's her fun. She can look for it. So whenever this dress I will keep, kasi ang hili ko pa magbigay ng clothes and shoes because I feel it will leave space for new ones and at least other people can enjoy it. But I'm very careful who to give it to kasi it has to be a good person because I believe nga in energy. Baka yung buenas ko pumunta sa ibang
Correct. From what you've said, it's all about family.
Relationship, family,
Relationships,
etc.
family.
Pero of course, there has to be something important in my room. And this is my newfound thing. Do you want to see it?
Let's go over there. O ano? Okay, so ito ay mukhang pupunta ka sa ibang planeta.
Yan, o diba? Light.
Time travel pod.
Yes.
Parang pupunta ako sa ibang siglo.
Pwede kang sumakay dito. O, ayan. For this one is full of LED lights. And the reason I got a bed, nako, it's too bright, is because, you don't, when you get older like me, it's not just your face that gets old. Okay. Also, your body gets old, your skin gets old.
Okay.
So, I lie down here in my underwear, and then I let the light go and stimulate all my fibroblasts to make collagen.
Without
and
having
elastin.
to be under the actual sun.
No, the sun is bad. UVA, UVB. Ito, red light.
Parang gusto ko magpa-experiment.
O sige, maghubad ka na, Korina, humiga ka na dito. Umalis na po kayong lahat.
Okay, so let's open.
Okay.
And then I'm going in. First of all, we'd like to thank you, Vicky, because you let us into the innermost sanctums of your heart, hindi lang bahay mo. And ang dami nating nalaman about Vicky Bello. And it's really, really precious. We'd like to thank you for that, okay?
I trust only you with that story. I can't believe I actually said it. I never have. So.
Yes, yes. I'm ready.
Bye. Try to sleep.
Okay.
And just know you're getting younger with every minute.
Mag-isip ko na sa ibang planeta na po ako. Okay.
Ready ka na? Bye.